Hello, Intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All links are down below. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. For those of you who are visiting, who are subscribers, and who are members, thank you for your love, loyalty, and support. And today I will be channeling messages for the collective. Okay, I'm channeling messages for the collective. And if you're watching this after the live stream, then take a look down below in the description box, and there you will see my timestamps. All right, for those of you who are watching live, welcome back. Thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. Today, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the upcoming lunar eclipse, which will be occurring on August 28th. It's going to happen in Pisces, and it's going to bring powerful energy of endings, revelations, emotional shifts, and new beginnings. Now, it is happening in the astrological sign of Pisces, which is a mutable sign. This means those of you who are mutable signs, and those are as follows. If you are a Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini, you may feel the shifts a little bit stronger than the other astrological signs. Okay, now everyone will feel it in a very different way, but especially if you have placements or important placements like your big three, your sun, moon, rising, or other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then you will possibly feel this lunar eclipse that is coming up on August 28th in Pisces a little bit more. Now, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what changes may possibly be seen, felt, or experienced after this lunar eclipse. So let's just say, what if this lunar eclipse starts changing something here? All right. And I'm going to go astrological signs in order of the astrological of the astrological calendar. I'm going to start with Aries, followed by Taurus, and so forth. I will be writing in the chat the astrological signs that I will be focusing on with each of the lives. So like that, for those of you who are watching live, can know where I'm up to when I'm doing the reading. All right. All right, intuitive friends. Let us begin with Aries. Hello, Aries, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are an Aries, sun, moon, rising, or Aries in any other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are also for you. And today, Aries, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what changes may be felt, experienced, or seen after the lunar eclipse that will be occurring on August 28th in the sign of Pisces. Now, although I am channeling messages for Aries, if you have other important placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini, just be, aware that if you do have those mutable astrological sign placements, you may feel the intensity of this lunar eclipse a little bit more than the other astrological signs. Okay. That being said, let us jump into your reading. Hold on a second. I do want to write this here in the chat for those of you who are watching me live. I'm so sorry here. Aries. Let me just write Aries here. All right, so Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or any other important placements. Now, you may be wondering, why am I placing the Wheel of Fortune in this reading? And that is because we're talking about changes, improvements, things that will shift or may possibly shift after this lunar eclipse goes into effect on August 28th, okay? So let us begin your reading here, Aries. All right, let's take a look here. What changes could Aries possibly feel, experience, or see after this lunar eclipse? Ooh, something flipped over here for you. Now I'm going to take the first card that flipped. So this one right here. And this one says, the one who knows. The one who knows. The one who knows says wisdom, clarity, and resolution. What may possibly, I'm sorry here, Aries, but let's do that. Yeah, there you go. You're going to be able to see it a little bit better now. So these possible changes that you may see, feel, or experience after this lunar eclipse may be very well connected to some sort of clarity or illumination that you may be able to see, feel, or experience. There's a sense of possibly here you gaining either knowledge or insight about a solution or resolution to either something that has happened already, and after August 28th there may be this kind of, oh, you know what, didn't see it like that, or I didn't look at it like that, and there could be this kind of clarity or illumination. For others of you, after the lunar eclipse on August 28th, you may encounter a situation, circumstance, or event, but you're going to be able to bounce off from that a lot better, because there's this energy here of you being or seeing or feeling that you're able to see or to know. Remember, the one who knows could be talking about knowledge. For example, conversations that you may have with people, there may be some insights in those conversations. There may be you researching a topic, a solution, reading a book, taking classes, finding something out, gaining more knowledge or information, whether that's through research, through reading, writing, or learning something here. But the one who knows is able to not just know or gain knowledge, but to see beyond the knowledge that this person is taking in or being exposed to. Because there's a part here where others of you, even though you're not going to be able to touch or feel the information, such as like a book, reading something, writing something, you'll kind of intuitively know. So there's this element here, or the second element, for those of you who may not resonate with the first message that came through. You may resonate with the second message. And the second message is one that's focusing on your inner knowing, having that sense of wisdom and soul searching that may help you be able to see or experience or learn something here. Okay. So that is what's coming through. That could be the change where you're going to be possibly here able to see or experience something in a very clear way that makes sense to you. It could make logical, rational, analytical sense, which is why I'm pointing to know, or it could be an inner knowing, okay? Your intuition, listening to your gut level feeling. What's going on here, Ace? All right, let's see what else is coming through for you, Aries. Ooh, we have the angel of the ocean, which is healing. There you go. You may be healing an aspect here of fill in the blank, whatever the problem or the solution or the resolution may be focusing on. Okay. All right, let's take a look at one more deck and see what else is coming through. I feel that there's this kind of like weight off your shoulders as well here, Aries. There's this kind of like weight off your shoulders that once this lunar eclipse comes through, there's this sense of like being able to exhale, and that's symbolic here, be able to exhale with a sense of like inner peace, whether that's mental peace, emotional peace, energetic peace. But there's this kind of like, feeling lighter, feeling better. It could be, like I said earlier, because you may find a solution or see a resolution a lot clearer. Or there could be some type of knowledge that can help you heal or resolve something. Now, this deck that I have here has messages on both ends, and I will tell you if it's reversed or not. So we have the Three of Wands. It is in its upright position. So again, the possible change that may occur here for you, Aries, is one of expansion, is one that connects you to be able to see or know when is the right time for you to jump or move towards something that feels passionate, something that you feel motivated towards or inspired to do or to be part of. Because remember, threes are also about collaborative energy. It is about that teamwork type of energy or vibe. So threes are about collaboration and teamwork. Now, does it mean that you have to be part of a team or teamwork in order for this to resolve or to find some clarity? No, it doesn't. But it does have a higher tendency here that perhaps this healing or perhaps this sense of self or soul searching, clarity, solution, resolution, or wisdom may come about through connecting with other people or you feeling more confident in wanting to explore or expand your horizon. Aries, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time. Up next, intuitive friends, we have Taurus. But before I jump into Taurus's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, for those of you that are watching me live, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot. Thank you so much for being here, for being part of the channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you feel that you're gaining some type of value or finding some type of value here in these messages. That being said, intuitive friends, up next, we do have Taurus. Now, I will be channeling the September readings shortly. I'm going to do something a little bit different with the September readings, but just keep an eye out for those readings because they are coming sooner or later, more sooner than later, okay? If you missed your August reading, feel free to take a look at your August readings in the monthly playlist. All that information is in the playlist. Okay. That being said, we're going to jump to the next reading, and that is for Taurus. Before I jump into Taurus's reading, let's make sure that I write Taurus here. Hello, Taurus, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or a Taurus in any other placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are also for you. And today, Taurus, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the upcoming lunar eclipse, which will be occurring on August 28th in Pisces. And if you have Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini in other placements on your astrological natal chart, I would advise you to pay attention to those other signs. So you could come back and take a look, or down below in the description box where those timestamps will be there once I finish this live reading. And there could be helpful for you as well. But today, Taurus, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what changes you may feel, experience, or see after this lunar eclipse that is happening in Pisces. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. Taurus, all my information is down below. That being said, Taurus, let's see here, what changes could you possibly feel, see, or experience after the lunar eclipse that will be occurring on August 28th in the sign of Pisces? Taurus, you have here the one who regrets, battle, victory, okay? And it says there bitterness, but what's interesting is that I'm picking up this energy where you're letting go of the bitterness. You're letting go of the regrets. And if you take a look at this card here, this person is moving forward. Now I'm going to place it here for a second. She's moving forward. She's moving towards my right-hand side, which is the future, or moving towards the next chapter or the next horizon. And the energy that I'm picking up here in regards to that movement forward, especially with the fact that down below, I don't know if you could see that, but those are skeletal remains there, okay? That she is walking over. And I feel that this lunar eclipse occurring on August 28th is going to shift either your perspective about the past. You're going to feel possibly here a healing having to do with the past. The sense of letting go, whether it's letting go of a cycle, a situation, a mindset, or energy connected to a past that was difficult. Now, what's very interesting here, Taurus, is that these skeletal remains, if we take a look at the tarot deck, the card that you see, a skeleton, is the death card in tarot, which is ruled by Scorpio. So Scorpio is a water sign. And so I feel here, Taurus, that there may be an emotional release here that you may be seeing, feeling, or experiencing after this lunar eclipse. So what may shift or change here is your ability to see the past not as obstacles, but as the stepping stones for what you will be doing, expanding, improving, or how things are going to be spinning for you in your favor in this upcoming, in the near future, or this upcoming energy. I feel that you're letting go of the regrets. You're seeing the brighter side of those painful situations, circumstance, events, those moments where emotionally you may have felt defeated or felt a deep sense of pain. And it's coming across as, again, you feeling more grounded, especially with the fact that we have a lot of red coming through in this card. And if you know anything about the body energy centers, the root chakra is the first chakra, which is symbolized by the color red. So I feel that this new chapter or this change that may possibly occur, where you may feel, experience, or see some type of shift, will be or may possibly be an energy that you will feel afterwards more grounded, more stable, and more, I say, kind of ready to start off a brand new chapter. So this sense of improvement here may be seen in different areas also. And what's interesting here is that I'm also getting like some of you may shift or change jobs, or there's this like radical shift to something more stable. So take it as it may resonate, and that could be in any area of your life. Now, let's continue with this reading and see what else is coming through here for you, Taurus. All right, let's see here, Taurus, what changes may possibly unfold for you after this lunar eclipse. Changes that you may be able to see, feel, or experience. Taurus, don't forget to take a look at your August readings as well as your September readings. Ooh, something flipped over. And you have here the High Priest. Interesting, Taurus. You're coming up in your own reading, which is also always very powerful. Okay, it's like you're stepping into your power here. The High Priest, or the number 5, which is the Hierophant, is ruled by Taurus. So I feel that these changes that you may feel, see, or experience after the lunar eclipse may be very much connected to the sense of wisdom. Okay, let me bring it in a little bit more. There you go. The sense of wisdom that you may have gained from those experiences or those lessons that you may have learned in the past or recent past. Okay. So there's this energy here again of letting go of the regrets, letting go of the bitterness, letting go of the inner struggles or the battle within in regards to whatever those skeletons may be symbolizing, the skeletons in your closet, the what coulda, shoulda, woulda type of energy. Okay. What I'm also getting here with the High Priest or the Hierophant is your ability to be very committed to learning here, learning from the past, learning from those falls, and learning or extracting the wisdom here and being very committed to what your standards are, or kind of like the rewriting or editing, or kind of looking at those standards or the things that you thought were important, and perhaps in your past you may have said, well, you know what, let me tweak this over here, let me get rid of that, let me add this. It's that type of energy here that I'm picking up in regards to this Hierophant. Let's take a look at your last and final card here. I feel that there's going to be an increase of wisdom here. Again, extracting the lessons from the past and being able to apply them. Because remember, Taurus, that the lunar eclipse, even though it's 98% of, it's not a total, it's a partial, but it's a deep partial, could very well here be allowing you to see certain endings or certain emotional shifts in a very different way, so that you can start a brand new beginning, or turn the chapter, turn over a brand new leaf in the manner in which whatever these situations or situations from the past or recent past may have deeply hurt you, may have been a painful ending or a deep sense of sorrow. So I feel that you're leaving that behind, and there's this more of this energy of you being more kind of, you now know. Okay, so now that you know better, you're going to do better. Your last and final card here is the Queen of Wands. This is a beautiful energy here for you. Remember, I was talking about the color red. Now, the reason why I'm bringing that up is also because, the color red usually is symbolic for like fire, like red, orange, yellow, right? And what's interesting is that the Wands energy is very much connected to fire, the element of fire. Now, here with the Queen of Wands, you may be embracing, and don't worry about the fact that it says Queen. Queen is about the yin energy or the co-creation, you allowing yourself to embrace this energy of being passionate, being able to take risk, or feel more confident about taking certain risks because you have grown wiser. And as I said, when you know better, you do better. So here with the Queen of Wands, this is coming across as your sense of, standing in your own power, feeling more confident, more vibrant, and allowing yourself to move in this new direction, like I mentioned at the top of the reading, with this person here moving towards my right-hand side. And the right-hand side for me is the future, to move towards your next chapter, leading with a sense of being wiser, knowing better, doing better, taking charge of what these changes may be or the sense of unfolding may be, and you still being very committed, like I talked about here with the Hierophant, committed to your standards and to your belief systems here. Even if you've had to tweak them or change them or kind of like edit them, there's this energy here of you feeling very confident in this new cycle or this new change after the lunar eclipse. That being said, Taurus, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Gemini. But before I jump into Gemini's reading, intuitive friends, I want to say thank you for those of you who are giving me a thumbs up during this live reading, where I am focusing on what changes may be felt, seen, or experienced after the lunar eclipse occurring on August 28th in the sign of Pisces. Intuitive friends, if you haven't taken a look at your August readings, you should. There's lots of information there, especially a lot of quote unquote predictions that I did make there. I did put it in my community post. So if you're interested in seeing how some of the important messages that I channeled did come to fruition, please feel free to take a look at the community tabs or the community posts. That being said, intuitive friends, up next we have Gemini. So let me place Gemini here. Thank you so much for your likes. And hello, Debbie. How are you, my dear? Debbie, you need to pay attention in these readings, honey, because Virgo, okay, this lunar eclipse is happening in, this Virgo season. So, Pisces is a mutable sign, and so is Virgo. So hope you can continue to join me here on the channel if you can. If not, just come back and take a look at the timestamps once I put them up. Thank you so much, Debbie. Debbie is one of our many members here on the channel. So if you're interested in finding out more about the memberships and their perks, just feel free to take a look in the join button, and there you will find more information focusing on my tiers. That being said, up next, we have Gemini. Hello, Gemini, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Gemini in your sun, moon, rising, or in other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And these messages may be super important for you, Gemini, because you are a mutable sign. And what I'll be channeling in this reading are what changes you may see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse, which is occurring on August 28th in the sign of Pisces. Now, Pisces is a mutable sign. So are you, Gemini, Sagittarius, and Virgo. So if you have other placements, please make sure that you come back and take a look at those other placements on your astrological natal chart. But Gemini, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on those possible changes you may feel, see, or experience after this lunar eclipse. So let's jump into your reading. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. If you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, Gemini, all you need to do is take a look down below in the description box, and all my timestamps. And all my links are there. Yes, they're going to be timestamps. I just saw how many people here are joining me in the live. The timestamps are going to be right after I finish doing the live stream. All right, Gemini. Ooh, Gemini, what's going on here? Look what just jumped out here. And it says, the one who resists. It says fearless, justified. Okay. There may be a situation, circumstance, or an event, a cycle or a mindset, maybe a situation or an energy that you may have been consciously or unconsciously holding on to. And this lunar eclipse, which gives everyone the opportunity to let go things that no longer serve, the changes that you may feel, the possible changes you may feel, experience, or be in this energy of change, may very much be talking about those things that you have been resistant to change or resistant to let go of. So no more hanging on to fill in the blank, whether it's like you holding on to things like you have too many things in your house or in your apartment, like kind of like you love to take things and buy more things and buy more things and store. So I'm getting like hoarder energy. That's going to be something that's going to shift or change. And I'm not saying that you are a hoarder here, Gemini, but it's the energy of hanging on to things that no longer serve, or that, it's time to just turn over the page or let something go. So if you've been resistant to letting ideas, situations, energies, or cycles go, I feel this energy coming in as something that you may feel, experience, or see this change in your life. Now, this could be in any area of your life, but there could be you feeling more comfortable ending or starting something new. But whatever resistance you've been encountering, even if they've been justified, even if some of you are like, yeah, I've been resistant to X, Y, and Z because, A, B, C may have happened. And so it's like, I just feel like that way is going to work, which it does make sense. But here's the thing. Is that way that you're doing what you're doing, is it restricting you from allowing yourself to open up to new experiences, new viewpoints, new cycles, new energies, new realizations? Or is it stifling you in this kind of specific energetic space? Okay. So that is the energy that I'm picking up here. Now, for some of you, you may have had a difficult situation here where there may have been like someone may have betrayed you or backstabbed you. All right. And I'll show this, but I can't show it too much. I don't want to get flagged here on, you see, you may have been backstabbed in one way, shape, or form, and you've been kind of resistant or been hanging on to the resentment or the jaded energy connected to that situation, circumstance, or event. But guess what? Here with this upcoming lunar eclipse on August 28th in Pisces, it's showing that you're going to be able to be less resistant, more open to change, and be more courageous, or have this kind of like energy here of being like, you know what? It is time for me to let that go, or let that pain go, let that memory go, so that you can, expand. Let's see what else is coming through for you here, Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's see what else is coming through. And you have here the Lovers, Gemini. Guess what? You're showing up in your own reading. This is good because this is talking about that this change, you're going to see, feel, or experience it. The Lovers card is ruled by Gemini. And guess what, Gemini? You are ruled by Mercury. So there could be here a shift of mindset. I talked about that. You're going to think about something in a different way. You may even move in a very different way. But here with the Lovers card, there may be a shift in how you're thinking about something or have thought about something up to the point of that lunar eclipse. I feel that moving after that kind of next chapter after that lunar eclipse, you're going to be more open to making decisions or looking at options or selections and choosing what best fits you, or how to really kind of feel very, because I keep hearing effortlessness. So there may be here something about you making a choice or a selection that feels natural to you, that feels, maybe a little scary at first, because you may say, oh, I've been doing, I've been so resistant on changing X, Y, and Z, but it's going to feel liberating for you here. Okay. I feel that there is this sense of you being more committed to make better choices that allow you to feel the effortlessness in a certain specific area of your life that you may have been resistant and no longer will be resistant once you make that choice after that lunar eclipse. Let's take a look at your last and final card here. Gemini, remember, like I said at the top of the reading, because you are a mutable sign, you may feel that lunar eclipse a little bit more than other signs that aren't mutable. So just keep that awareness in the back of your mind. Also take a look at your August readings. If you haven't taken a look at that yet, please feel free to do that. And that reading, you may get even more messages here connected to the month of August. All right, Gemini, let's see what else is coming through for you. Now, this deck that I have here, I do have the upright position as well as the reverse. And I'll tell you, you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So anything that you've been procrastinating. So if you've been procrastinating on cleaning, on organizing, on getting rid of things that no longer serve, connections, relationships, feeling a sense of a delay in something, all of that you can choose. Free will is a thing. You can choose to shift from an energy of resistance to an energy of choosing effortlessness in whatever that may be for you. Okay. So Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I? Yeah, I did say it came in the reverse, right? All right. So any setbacks here may be kind of clearing for you. So you may feel that after this lunar eclipse, there's this energy here of again, this kind of things falling back into place. That being said, Gemini, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you soon. Up next, intuitive friends, we have Cancer. But before I jump into Cancer's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, thank you for those of you who have stopped by and are saying hello here in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. Remember, if you haven't taken a look at your August readings, you should, because there's lots there in that August reading that may resonate as time unfolds. Remember, we're not done with August yet, but I am talking about the lunar eclipse that's happening on August 28th, because we're giving ourselves a head start here. All right. Now, for those of you who are wondering, why do I have the Wheel of Fortune here, is because remember, the Wheel of Fortune is the turning of events, the changing, the bringer of good luck and expansion, because is ruled by Jupiter. All right. So that being said, let's go to the next astrological sign, and that, of course, is Cancer. Hello, Cancer, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Cancer in your sun, moon, rising, or any other placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today, Cancer, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the upcoming lunar eclipse, which will be occurring on August 28th in the sign of Pisces, so the water element of Pisces. You're a water element. Even though you're not a mutable sign, you may feel some sort of shift there as well. But that being said, I am channeling messages focusing on the possible changes you may feel, experience, or see after that lunar eclipse. So we're going to see the changes that may occur here possibly after the lunar eclipse. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. Cancer, let's take a look here. And Cancer, if you have other placements on your astrological natal chart, focusing on Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini, come back and take a look at those other signs, because Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini are mutable signs. And so this lunar eclipse, which is happening during Virgo season, okay, which is a mutable sign, and Pisces, which is also a mutable sign, may also, in a way, affect other placements on your astrological natal chart if you have Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini. All right, let's see here, Cancer. What changes would you be able to see, or possibly see, feel, or experience? And you have the one who persists. Now, the one who persists, it's coming across as a sense of perseverance. So if you've been in a situation, circumstance, or an event in the past or recent past where you feel like, I've fallen 9 times and I don't know, I feel kind of a certain way about this. This is telling you, get up. Get up on the 10th, okay? You've fallen 9 times, get up the 10th. Because your persistence here, your ability to move past situations, circumstance, events, or challenging moments here, is you're going to gain some sort of a different perspective. That perspective of, oh, I've fallen, is going to be, in a way, I'm seeing like a reversal to, you know what? I'm getting up and I'm ready to keep moving, keep, determined, my perseverance. I am committed to change, or to shift, or to tap into new opportunities, or I'm open for, the next phase of my transformation. But whatever this may be for you, here the one who persists is defiant, meaning it is the energy of saying, you know what, even if I perceive or think that the odds are against me, I am still going to do all that I can to shift that mindset and shift the odds of being against me to the odds being in my favor. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up here with this energy of the one who persists. All right, your persistence may be very, very important in connection to a shift that may be happening after this lunar eclipse. Now, remember, the lunar eclipse is the ending of cycles, situations, mindset, and energy. And so that may be this energy here connected in maybe a specific area of your life, or maybe connected to someone or something. Let's take a look and give you more detailed messages here. Cancer, focusing on what changes you may feel, see, or experience after this lunar eclipse. And you have the Hierophant, the High Priest, your ability to do the soul searching needed in order for you to gain wisdom. Yes, I've fallen before. Yes, I feel that the stacks are against me, or something may not be as favorable. But guess what? Even though I fell 9 times, I've learned lessons the 9 times I have fallen. And those falls or those moments where you have felt like, I don't even think I have the energy or the bandwidth to get up and keep going, this is saying you're going to use that lesson. The lessons of your falls are going to help you create a very big shift in some sort of realization. You may even shift, or maybe you've been doing this already, because this is talking about the lunar eclipse. Something here is going to change. You're going to say to yourself, you know what? Yes, I have standards and boundaries and all this, but maybe I need to kind of review, what are my standards now after having gone through X, Y, and Z? What are the things that I need to look at my list that I either need to take away, or that I need to add, or that I need to change? Because remember, the Hierophant is beliefs and traditions. So there's something here that maybe you've always done it that way, and maybe is not giving you the result that you've needed or that you've desired. And so this new shift or change after the lunar eclipse allows you to see that something needs to be changed here. Okay, whether it's, again, your focus, your energy, the way you're looking at something. You can't expect something new to occur or a new chapter to occur if you always do what you always do. You're always going to get the same result. So this may be also talking about not just getting up for the 10th time here with your sense of determination, persistence, and drive, but also asking you, hey, listen, what are the things that you need to do in a different way? Okay, because you may keep doing the same thing over and over again, and that may be a possible reason why something isn't moving, or why new energy isn't coming in, right? It could be a thought pattern, it could be an action. But let's see what else is coming through with this last and final card here. Now, this deck that I just shuffled has both the upright, and you have the 7 of Wands in reverse. So the 7 of Wands in reverse, like I said, there's this sense of you surrendering to this energy of like, you know what, I'm just going to allow myself to feel comfortable in either changes to my standards, my beliefs. I'm going to change something because it hasn't been working. Or here, especially here with the Seven of Wands in reverse, folding on your beliefs that no longer work. See, wait, hold on a second. Let's do this. Okay, saying so folding on beliefs. This deck came with that written on it, so I didn't write it. But you're going to say to yourself, you know what? Yes, I have certain convictions. Yes, I have the ability to stand my ground, but perhaps there is something that I am being very persistent on that may not be in my benefit. Am I being a little bit too stubborn, too hard-headed in something? Am I letting something happen every single time and then kind of blaming other people instead of me taking a look at, well, what do I need to change? What beliefs do I need to change? Okay? In order for something to go in a different way. That being said, Cancer, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you next time. All right, intuitive friends, welcome, welcome. If you're here for the first time, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And I want to say thank you to all of you who are giving me a thumbs up and who are joining me here on this live. Up next, we have Leo. Leo is up next. All right. Hello, Leo, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Leo in your sun, moon, rising, or other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today, Leo, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the upcoming lunar eclipse that will be occurring on August 28th in the sign of Pisces. Now, the upcoming lunar eclipse brings powerful energies of endings, revelations, emotional shifts, and even new beginnings. And this reading, I'm going to be focusing on what changes you may be experiencing, feeling, or seeing after the lunar eclipse. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box. All links are down below. Intuitive friends, I want to say thank you for your love, loyalty, and support. Ooh, what's coming through here? Look at that. I didn't even get a chance to pull it out, but it says the one who forgives. All right, Leo, the one who forgives. I feel that this lunar eclipse, or I should say after the lunar eclipse, all right, anything connected to pride or ego or some sense of ego check may occur, and there may be some shifts or changes connecting to a feeling of forgiveness, you feeling as if you can truly forgive or let go of past disagreements, arguments, connections that maybe you've left, whether it's partner, separation, breakup, divorce, friendships that have ended. And there's this energy of you just being more open to having this clean slate type of energy here, where you're kind of like, you know what? I'm letting go of any residual energies that are very much connected to your feelings, your ego, or your pride connected to a situation, circumstance, or event from the past or recent past. Now, this could be years ago, or this could be something that may have happened recently. But what's coming through here with this lunar eclipse is your ability to change your perception in regards to either asking for an apology or accepting an apology, or letting bygones be bygones, no longer holding on or storing negative emotions, feelings, or memories connected to something here that either you need to forgive or be forgiven about. So letting go of the guilt, letting go of the remorse, allowing yourself to, in a way, see something in a very different light. Okay. All right, here, Leo, let's see what, and it's interesting because this person is wearing a green dress. I don't know if you could see it here, but I'll show you here. She's wearing a green dress, and green is the color of the body energy center connected to the heart chakra. So, ooh, something flipped over here. The heart chakra, you have, look at that, the Ace of Cups, love. Wow. Very interesting. That flipped over on its own. So again, the renewal, what may possibly change here after the lunar eclipse, what changes you may see, feel, or experience. One that is about, number one, forgiveness, being able to let bygones be bygones. That's number one. Allow yourself to be open to a new rekindling, resolution, letting bygones be bygones, renewal of your spirit, okay? Because remember, cups are about emotions. So a renewed emotion, the renewal of your emotion or your intuition, okay? Allowing yourself to say, okay, you know what? I should have done this in a different way. I didn't listen to my intuition, but you know what? That was in the past. I've learned my lesson, and moving forward, I'm going to do something in a very different way. One that allows you to be more in the energy of doing something because unconditional love is there, or the compassion, or the empathy, or the nurturing, or just allowing yourself to be more open to a new stage or a new opportunity here in either mending, fixing, or repairing a connection, or starting brand new in your love life or in matters of the heart. Now, for some of you here, there is this energy that it may be very much connected to your love life. It doesn't have to. Now, your love life is not just a romantic side. Remember, it's friends, family, and loved ones, which is your social or personal circle, but also your romantic circle. So take it as this may resonate. There may be a big shift or change after the lunar eclipse. And some of you here, if you are single, it's coming across as you meeting or connecting with someone new, or it could be someone who you dealt with before. If it's romantic, then I feel there's this sense here of, giving something another chance if the forgiveness and all that, if that makes sense for you. For others of you, there's this energy of a brand new opportunity in your love life. Aces are about the new stage, the new chapter. So it could be here a possibility for you to reestablish and give love another chance in your life, and that coming across here with a new person. If you are already in a connection, a partnership, or in a long-lasting committed relationship, there could be a renewal, especially if things have been feeling a little bit lackluster in the past or recent past. This lunar eclipse is giving an opportunity for you and your partner to have or create new energy within your love relationship, or to transform something that wasn't working in the past or recent past. So this change that you may see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse could bring a very big kind of this loving feeling, nurturing feeling, compassion, and so forth. Let's take a look here at your next card. And you have here the Page of Wands, moving in the direction or pivoting into a direction that feels more passionate, more inspired, more determined. You pivoting. Okay, so again, I'm getting here this energy of this change that you may see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse is one of you changing your gears or changing in a new in a new direction. And remember, pages are all about the mindset. So after the lunar eclipse, there may be the starting of looking at or thinking about something with the energy of allowing yourself to be more inspired or be driven or be moved by your sense of inspiration, determination, creativity, and drive. So a new chapter here opening up for you here, Leo, is looking like that. That's the energy that's going to shift for you. All right. It says here, spark, good news, bright ideas, rush in, fresh change, and discovery. So Page of Wands could bring about this type of energy in your, towards you. Pages are about messages. So you may be getting, like I said, for some of you, an apology, asking for an apology or accepting an apology, letting bygones be bygones. For others of you, messages connected to being more open, maybe in the way that you're speaking about your love life, the way that you're speaking in general. Okay. Messages can be things that you text as well as things that you write or say. So I am getting this energy of whatever you are talking about or manifesting at this point in time, connected to this Page of Wands. There may be a fresh change in regards to your spiritual life or your love life in general. That being said, Leo, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Sorry, I'm over here taking a look to see who's here in my chat. But that being said, Leo, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support, and I'll see you next time. Intuitive friends, thank you so much, Debbie, for that beautiful PSA there. Please hit the like, tap, 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 subscribe, share, and hype replay. Thank you so much, Debbie. Up next, intuitive friends, we have Virgo. By the way, happy birthday, Virgos. Virgos, your birthdays are, I think it started already, right? Virgo season just started. So congratulations and happy birthday to those Virgos. All right. Intuitive friends, don't forget, if you have a social media and you want to reach out to me on my social media platforms, just take a look underneath my banner. All my social medias are underneath my banner. That's number one. If you want to place my channel on your social media profiles or whatever, just make sure you reach out to me so that I can give you a thumbs up and I can say thank you and all that great stuff. Okay, so please be sure to share my channel with like-minded souls and people that you feel that may possibly benefit from these channeled messages. Up next, we have Virgo, but hold on, let me write Virgo here first. All right, here we go with Virgo. And Debbie O. Texas says, Virgo, Sun, Venus, Mercury, Uranus, and Pluto. Woo! There's a lot of Virgo. So listen, that means that this lunar eclipse, you're going to feel it. So for sure. That being said, Hello, Virgo, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Virgo in your sun, moon, rising, or other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And Virgo, the upcoming lunar eclipse is and will be happening on August 28th. That's going to happen in Pisces. Pisces is a mutable sign, and guess what? So are you. Okay, so are you, Virgo, which means that you are going to possibly feel this lunar eclipse a little bit more than the other signs. And if you have Pisces, Sagittarius, and Gemini, and any other placements on your astrological natal chart, then come back and take a look at those readings as well. But just know that you may feel that shift a little bit more than the rest of the astrological signs. That being said, remember, the upcoming lunar eclipse brings the powerful energy of endings, revelations, emotional shifts, and new beginnings. And so this reading here, Virgo, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what changes you may see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse, which is the reason why I have the Wheel of Fortune here, because the Wheel of Fortune is the bringer of good luck and expansion. So we're going to see those beautiful shifts or changes that may be coming up possibly for you after the lunar eclipse. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you here. Virgo, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And let's see what's coming through for you, my dear. And Virgo, you have the one who rises. Look at that. The one who rises. And right on the back here, this person has a phoenix tattooed on their back. Interesting. Okay. Some of you may have symbolic tattoos or, in any part of your body. If that resonates, this is saying pay attention. Others of you, this is just symbolic. So the phoenix rising, and by the way, this says the one who rises up, empower, uplift, and elevate. So hold on a second. Here comes this, there we go. All right, there we go. It keeps doing that flash. But Virgo, hold on. Give me a second here. So Virgo, what's coming through here in regards to the changes that you may feel, see, or experience after the lunar eclipse is one of feeling energized, one of feeling confident, one of feeling I've got this. Okay, so Phoenix rising from the dust, there may have been some situation, circumstance, events, cycle, situations, mindset, or energy that you need to end, let go, or free your mind, your energy from. Okay, the one who rises up is one who is confident. It is one who knows what they want and how to move forward, and is resilient. Not only resilient, but persistent in moving forward. So there's this sense of bravery and courage, and this sense of you rising up from the ashes, especially if people or life has been difficult for you in the past or recent past. So this new change that may be possibly unfolding for you, where you may see, feel, or experience, is one of you rising from the ashes and moving forward in something that is inspiring, something that's going to uplift you. There's a sense of elevation. So some of you may experience some sense of promotion. If you've been looking for a job and haven't found one, I feel that this may be the time where you're going to be able to feel more confident in those interviews, and maybe even things shifting in the career forefront. Now, does it mean that for everyone is in the career sector? No. For some of you, this is also talking about reignited passion in your connections, especially if you've been feeling that it's been a little bit lackluster. Or this could even be you if you've been feeling kind of sluggish as of late, because of course there's been a lot of planetary shifts happening in the month of August. Rising from the ashes is saying, or the one who rises, where I'm getting this imagery of rising from the ashes, is your opportunity to step up and feel more driven, more passionate, and more alive, like energy, like this kind of like, yes, I can do it. I am focused. I am confident. And, really allowing yourself to embrace this beautiful energy of the um, of the phoenix. What I'm also getting here, just be mindful, because I'm seeing here, I'm getting like fire. Obviously, the phoenix is very much connected to fire element, or the element of fire. So just keep always a lookout. Make sure that you don't leave any candles without, watch. If you're going to light a candle, watch it. All right. Something here, just make sure that I'm getting something here about fire. So just be mindful and aware and cautious around fire, okay? Or getting burned, or ovens, or cooking. That's how this is coming across. Very interesting. So again, that's what's coming through here with this. I feel that you're going to be more empowered to making the choices that are necessary and that are beneficial for you. I keep hearing you're going to prove people wrong. So your actions and how you're going to move forward is going to prove people wrong, especially if people were kind of like happy about certain downfalls that you have had in your life. It's like there's this new energy or this change happening after the lunar eclipse, whether it's your sense of confidence in yourself or you proving people wrong here about something. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through. You have here the Five of Cups, some sort of sadness, of loss. Now, the Five of Cups is coming across as you letting go those energies, those situations that caused you to be down in the dumps in the past or recent past. Those situations that were difficult, that, kept you, or you feel like that you were out for the count for a little bit, right? And so, like I said, the changes that are coming is you looking at those moments of sadness and proving not only just other people wrong, but even proving yourself wrong, especially if you've been in moments where you're like, I don't know how I'm going to be able to move forward from X, Y, and Z, or, I still feel a certain sense of sadness connected to fill in the blank. This could be different for many people here. But whatever this is you rising from the sadness, is you empowering yourself from the sadness or the cycle of loss that you may have gone through, especially if it's been in your love life. Love life could be connected to friends, family, loved ones, as well as connected to partners, okay? I'm also getting here the loss of finances or the loss of work, career, hours, money, things of that nature. So again, I feel that there's this you rising up from the ashes and things changing or shifting here for you. But a lot of it is coming across as your confidence within yourself and that showing up. It's like that quiet confidence type of energy. Let's see and take a look at your last and final card. Now, these cards in this deck have both a reversed and an upright position. And I'll tell you exactly what's coming through as soon as we take a look here. Let's see. And you have here the 5 of Cups in reverse. What? Talk about validation, confirmation. I can't make this up. Take a look at this. You have the 5 of Cups in its upright position. You could see that there. Sorry, Virgo. There we go. And then you have the 5 of Cups. Hold on. I don't think you can see it because this is like, hold on. There we go. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse. Like I said, you're letting go. You're moving forward from whatever was either keeping you down, the memories, the emotions. You're moving forward. You're letting go of the grief and you're healing. All right. So you have the 5 of Cups in reverse here. Interesting. It's the letting go. You're moving up. You're elevating yourself. You're elevating your confidence. You're elevating your bravery, your sense of believing in yourself. You're no longer focusing on the loss of something. You're going to be more open to welcoming the change and letting go of the trauma or drama that caused some sort of sadness in the past or recent past. So this is a beautiful change here of not only of empowerment, not only of you, rising from the ashes like a phoenix, but also feeling more confident and more focused on moving forward, especially if this is connected to love, whether family, friends, loved ones, or love in past relationship or love life, or if it's connected to work, money, or finances. There's this beautiful shift coming in for you where you're going to be able to move forward. You're not letting your grief from the past or the bitterness from the past to hold you back. So there's a sense of you healing that. And that's the change that's coming in. There's a realization here. There's a sense, this is not even a realization. It's coming across as a transformation, a very big transformation. One that the phoenix rising from the dust is very symbolic for you here, Virgo. So there's this beautiful, like I said, the Wheel of Fortune here is to, be in the energy here of good luck and blessing and expansion. And it seems that that's what may be shifting here for you in a very positive way. By the way, you do have the number 5 here, and 5s are about changes. So these changes may be very positive for you coming up in after the lunar eclipse. So take that as it may resonate. That being said, Virgo, what an interesting message here for you, and also very much tied to the angel number 5 and validation confirmation here with 5s that you may see or 1s that you may see, because 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. So you may even see the angel number 10, 1, 11, or 5, or connection to 5. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you soon. Intuitive friends, up next we have Libra. But before I jump into Libra's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, thank you for your love, loyalty, and support. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to take a look at your August readings, and those can be found in the monthly playlist. And don't forget to take a look at your quarterly readings. Okay, the quarterly readings are all free. They're all in the bonus messages playlist, and that's going to give you more insightful information focusing on the third quarter, which is where we are now. Okay, third quarter is July, August, September. So you'll get some free messages there. You're also going to get messages for the fourth quarter, which starts in October. So you get October, November, December. So you can take a look both at your third and fourth quarter in the messages that are focusing on the quarterly readings located in the bonus message playlist. Okay. You're very welcome, Debbie. Thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support, my dear. Greatly appreciate it. All right, intuitive friends, let's take a look at the next sign. And the next sign here is Libra. Hello, Libra, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Libra sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Libra in any other parts or placements in your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today, Libra, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the upcoming lunar eclipse, August 28th, which is happening in Pisces. It's going to bring a lot of powerful energy of endings, revelations, emotional shifts, and new beginnings. But my reading is going to be focusing on what changes you may be able to possibly feel, experience, or see after the lunar eclipse. Okay. That being said, Libra, if you have other placements on your astrological natal chart, Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini, pay attention. You should go back into the readings after I give you the timestamps for those of you who are watching me live. Go back to those placements if you have Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini on your astrological natal chart, because Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini are going to feel that lunar eclipse a little bit more than the rest of the astrological signs. So there may be more information for you in those sections of this reading here for the collective. That being said, I want to introduce myself to those of you who are new to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. All right, intuitive friends, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, loyalty, and support. And let's jump straight into this reading and see what possible changes you may see, feel, or experience, Libra, after this lunar eclipse. Okay, so let's see what's coming through. Ooh, something just flipped over. And what was that? You have here the one who enfolds. Not unfolds. Hold on a second. The one who enfolds, meaning enfolding yourself with self-care, nurturing, okay? Embracing yourself with the sense of comfort, all right? This lunar eclipse may change the way that you've been viewing taking care of yourself. Maybe you have been in the past or recent past overextending yourself in some way, shape, or form. Overextending yourself and putting other people or things ahead of you and saving yourself for last. And this lunar eclipse here coming through on August 28th, the changes that you may see after that possible eclipse here will be the change of perspective, of you placing yourself first on the list, not because of you being selfish, okay, but it's about you taking care of you and you realizing or being in this awareness that is super important for you to take care of yourself, because you cannot give from an empty cup. So the one who enfolds says swath, embrace, and self-care. So in the month ahead or in the weeks ahead after the lunar eclipse, there may be this change that you may see, feel, or experience where you may be placing yourself at the top of the list. Maybe, again, listen, Venus rules your sign as well as it rules Taurus. So Taurus rules Libra and it also rules I'm sorry, Venus rules Taurus and it rules Libra. So comfort could be here of utmost importance. And the way that you're viewing taking care of yourself, or the way that you're pouring into yourself here, or the perspectives that are very much connected to that. Because self-care is coming up here as the energy of this change, of you shifting from giving to allowing yourself to be pouring into yourself in some way, shape, or form, whether it be through a massage or taking it easy, or whatever brings you to the state of this meditative state where it's just pouring into yourself, maybe buying yourself something nice or taking time to just relax. But whatever that may be for you, there is this focus of you allowing yourself to feel comfortable, even to be taken care of, even feeling, maybe you're the type of person who you're always helping other people. Okay, you're being diplomatic, a people pleaser. You want to make sure everybody's okay. This is time for you to. It's not about selfish. It's about you saying, you know what? Maybe I should welcome and accept being taken care of, or if someone offers to help you or to support you in something, instead of saying no, may say, yeah, you know what? Maybe I do need a break, or maybe you need to delegate your responsibilities with others so that you're not so drained. Because here, with the one who enfolds, this person enfolds themselves, surrounding themselves with nurturing, compassion, and self-care. So let's see what else is coming through for you. All right. And we have here, Libra, the king of the ocean, order. This is coming across as the emperor here. The emperor is boundaries. The emperor is order. It's change, and allowing yourself to be open to the practical, sensible approach to something. Especially if you haven't been taking care of yourself, or if you've been putting everything and everyone ahead of yourself. The king of the ocean is saying it's time for you to reprioritize. You see that it says order there? Hold on. There you go. It says order. To bring things in order so that it's balanced and it's not always tipping in someone else's favor. For you to be able to be like, okay, you know what? I should take a look at this in a different way, or I should go about this in a different way. Maybe I do need to place stronger boundaries. Maybe I do need to restructure or manage something in a different way so I'm not as drained, or I'm not as, kind of running on fumes type of energy. And so these changes that you may see, feel, or experience are changes in the way that you are going to take care of yourself, the way that you're going to embrace the support if it comes in your direction, being able to say yes, delegation, being able to say yes to support or yes to help, being able to delegate, put things in order, not procrastinate, and not run on fumes. So that's the energy that I'm picking up here. So you putting things in order where you are benefiting from taking it easy, or benefiting in a way where your practical approach in something can help you feel more relaxed and more at ease, instead of feeling like, everything has to be, pretty much you got to say yes to everything or to everyone because people expect you to say yes to everything or to everyone. So there may be you putting things not only in order, but put things into perspective. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you here, Libra. What possible changes you may feel, see, or experience after the lunar eclipse on August 28th, which is occurring in Pisces. So Libra, if you have Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini on your astrological natal chart, take a look at that. Look at that. King of Cups. Nurturing, compassionate, loving, taking care of you. Exactly what I just said. King of Cups, having the mastery to lean into your emotional intelligence, your emotional maturity, being able to be comfortable in saying no, okay? Especially if you've been overextending yourself in some way, shape, or form. The King of Cups is having these important conversations with the people in your life in a way that's positive, that's nurturing, but also that is very much keeping the boundaries and healthy boundaries in check so that you can carve out the time to take care of yourself or feel more comfortable in delegating. Also, feeling more comfortable in allowing yourself to feel more emotionally balanced in certain things that may be coming up. So if you've been juggling too many things, too many responsibilities, if you've been overpouring in situations, circumstances, events, or people or environments, the King of Cups is saying you're going to be embracing this energy of emotional maturity, emotional intelligence, allowing yourself to be compassionate for yourself, as well as create the balance that is needed for you to have positive emotional health, whether it's emotional health, mental health, physical health, energetic health, spiritual health, but health here being important because you see, you have in this deck, this is a more contemporary deck. The King of Cups is a doctor, is someone who's very knowledgeable, but also someone who's very calm, cool, and collected. So you're not allowing yourself to get emotional about something here. You're really allowing yourself to kind of, all right, listen, what are the things that I need to put in order? And how can I ensure that that order that I'm placing in, I'm also giving myself the opportunity to take care of myself. Libra, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have found some value in these messages, and I'll see you soon. Intuitive friends, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your loyalty, and support to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. I hope these messages have been insightful and have helped you in some way, shape, or form. As I always like to mention, messages are for entertainment purposes only. Thank you so much for being here. And up next, we have Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Scorpio in your sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Scorpio in any other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you here, Scorpio. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the upcoming lunar eclipse that is occurring on August 28th in the sign of Pisces. Now, the lunar eclipse brings about powerful energies here, okay, Scorpio. It ones of ending, revelations, emotional shifts, and new beginnings. And today I'm going to be focusing here on what changes you may feel, experience, or see after the lunar eclipse. Now, I do want to mention here, Scorpio, if you have placements in Pisces or Virgo or Sagittarius or Gemini, then this lunar eclipse that will be occurring on August 28th you may feel the shifts a little bit more intensely. So again, if you have other placements on your astrological natal chart focusing on Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini, then make sure you go back into these readings and take a look at what messages are coming through in those other placements for you. All right, Scorpio. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested, Scorpio, in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box. All those links are down below. All right, Scorpio, let's take a look here at what changes you may be possibly feeling, experiencing, or seeing after the lunar eclipse. All right. Now, again, that lunar eclipse is happening on August 28th. And we have here the one who waits. Wow, the one who waits, and this person is holding a butterfly. The one who waits. Butterflies are about new beginnings. All right. But first, let's see what the card says. It says patience, waiting, and determination. So, Scorpio, there may be this change or shift that you may see, feel, or experience in something that you either have been waiting for quite some time. And maybe you've said, I want to be able to see a sign, symbol, synchronicity. I want the universe to show me something here. Show me a sign. Show me which way to go. Show me if I should or I shouldn't. Fill in the blank on whatever that may be. And I feel that this change that may happen after the lunar eclipse, a change that you may see, feel, or experience, maybe you finally being able to understand that this wait or this sense of you being patient about something has or will create a brand new cycle. It's as if here, Scorpio, there's going to be an opportunity for you, especially if you've been stalling on something. Okay, Scorpio, if you've been kind of like, hold on one second here, Scorpio, because Ace is, come on. All right. So, Scorpio, if you've been kind of in a way here, stalling on something because you've been wanting to see a clearer picture or understand something further, or you've been waiting to see signs, symbols, synchronicities kind of help guide you in a decision, I do feel here that after this lunar eclipse, you're going to see something shift within you being able to see something clearly or experience some sort of confirmation or validation confirmation here of some sorts. Now, you could end up coming across signs, symbols, synchronicities, such as angel numbers, such as feathers, such as I don't know, butterflies, something that is like rare. Like for me, it's like ladybugs. I know I live in New York City. It's very rare to bump into a ladybug, but I've already had two experiences in my life where a ladybug has been in my apartment. So for me, a sign symbol synchronicity, or at least one of them, would be, of course, coming across a ladybug in New York City in my apartment. For you, there may be other signs, symbols, or synchronicities. But however this may resonate for you, it's as if the waiting is going to be over. The waiting, the kind of like, is something going to show up, or should I go here, or should I do that? Something is going to be clearer. There's going to be a possibility for you, Scorpio, to choose a brand new start or a brand new beginning, especially if you're the type of person who's been or has the mindset of like, no, when I end something, that's it, or when I move from whatever, I don't go back. This is actually telling me here that there is a possible energy that you're either considering or reconsidering going back to something, but in a very different way or in a different energy. So let's see what else comes through here for you. But that's what I'm picking up here. And of course, here, Scorpio, let's see what else is coming through. Remember that these changes could be something that you see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse. So after August 28th, there may be an opportunity here where the waiting will be over, where you may choose to finally approach either something from the past in a new way or have a brand new beginning in something. But it's like you're going to show up in a very different energy. It's not the same thing from the past, or it's not the same energy from the past. There's a newness here, a new cycle, a new outlook, a new opportunity. And remember, butterflies are about transformation. They start off as caterpillars and they end up as butterflies. So again, there's something here very different. The old you versus the new you. And the new you may be the type of energy where you're going to be focusing on, even though before I would always say I'm never going back to whatever this may be, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go back, but in a different way, or I'm going to see it differently, or I'm going to do it in a very different way. So it's not the same thing. It's you changing something completely and maybe trying again in something here. You have here the 10 of Pentacles. Whatever this is, luck is on your side. Remember that I just said a little while ago here, Scorpio, that I feel that you've been waiting for a sign, or that you've been asking for, maybe, again, stalling in something here, and you've been waiting for the right opportunity to get that, okay, that big green light from the universe. So luck is on your side here. And who knows, Scorpio, maybe this is your sign here that you may choose to stop waiting or procrastinating in something and allow yourself to open up to a brand new opportunity. Now, the 10 of Cups is about stability. I'm sorry, the 10 of Pentacles is about stability. It's about security. It's about family. It's about other people. It's a community of. And so there may be here a lucky break, or a sense here of a coincidence. And there may be some coincidences here, Scorpio, that may be coming, kind of like crossing paths with you and saying to you, either in a sign, symbol, synchronicity, or an inner knowing, where you're going to know, like, yeah, you know what? Now is the time for me to approach this, because I've waited too long. Maybe you've waited many months, days, weeks, or years to allow yourself to start a brand new cycle, either with something, an area of your life, or perhaps here, maybe even a person or a personal matter. but luck is on your side. And with the 10 of Pentacles, this brand new spin is going to be more long lasting, or it's going to be more stable and more secure, because a massive transformation has occurred or will occur possibly here after the lunar eclipse. Now, what's interesting here, Scorpio, is that in the tarot deck, you represent the death card in tarot, which is about endings and it's about transformations. So again, this very big message keeps coming through over and over again here, which is these changes that you may see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse may be you getting out of your own way, no longer waiting for something to happen, and maybe you making a decision or a choice in something that you've been waiting for a long time here with the 10 of Pentacles, because whatever it is very valuable to you. Okay, whatever it is, or whoever this, or whatever this situation may be, or whatever area of your life this is, or maybe about, has been very, very important to you for a very long time. So this is not just recent, this is a very long time. So yeah, let's see what else is coming through for you here, Scorpio. Now, this deck that I am shuffling here, Scorpio, has messages on both sides, both in the upright position as well as in the reverse. So let's see what messages are coming through. What possible changes will you possibly see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse? And you have here the Queen of Cups, but it's in reverse. I told you I felt that it was something having to do with emotions here. The Queen of Cups in reverse is whatever insecurities you may have been feeling, or whatever insecurities about either approaching something that has taken a long time, or that you've kind of not, kind of left in the back burner for a long time. It's clearing up for you here. There's a sense here of luck being on your side. There's a sense here of whatever energy of immaturity or kind of mistakes because of being overly emotional, or letting decisions or basing decisions on rash emotions here, that kind of in a way balancing out here for you in this new opportunity or new cycle. With the 10 of Pentacles, this Queen of Cups in reverse is talking about you letting go of the insecurities, letting go of the procrastination, especially you've been waiting for something here, and you're like, I don't know what to do, or I don't know which way to go. You're going to find some sense of clarity in whatever this is, okay? Because remember, the Queen of Cups is very, very intuitive. The fact that it's in the reverse, it's as if whatever this situation, circumstance, or event that may have happened in the past or recent past, you went against your intuition, or you went against your better judgment here intuitively, and that may have caused some sort of ending here in the past or recent past. But the change that may be approaching you now here, Scorpio, may be very much connected, of course, like I said, after the lunar eclipse, of you feeling more stable in something that is, or connected to this butterfly, which is indicating a sense of being more determined in opening a new chapter, allowing yourself to be more patient with yourself, and also a sense of maturity here. And like I said, luck is on your side in whatever this may be. 10 of Pentacles is long-lasting stability. So there could be a decision, a situation, circumstance, event, person, or whatever this may resonate in whatever area of your life, where the waiting is over. The waiting is over because you will feel more confident in approaching it, not like you did in the past with this Queen of Cups in reverse, but approaching it in a way where again, you're more determined to show the brand new you or your brand new transformative self. Okay, kind of like a new cycle here opening up for you. That being said, Scorpio, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you soon. Up next, we have Sagittarius, and then after Sagittarius, we have Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So, intuitive friends, if you're joining me here on this live, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support and your loyalty. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to take a look at your August readings as well as the September readings that are coming up. That is coming up later this week. So be sure to come and join me for that as well. All right, intuitive friends, up next we have Sagittarius. But before I jump into Sagittarius's reading, let me make sure that I write Sagittarius here in the description box. I'm sorry, not the description box, the chat box here. So what do we have here? Sagittarius. All right, there we go. Sagittarius, welcome, welcome. Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Sagittarius in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or any other important placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you, Sagittarius. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the upcoming lunar eclipse, which will be occurring on August 28th in Pisces, and it's going to bring a very powerful energy, one of endings, revelations, emotional shifts, or maybe even new beginnings here. But in this reading here, Sagittarius, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the changes that you may possibly see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse. All right. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All the information is down below. Sagittarius, it's funny, I was going to say Scorpio. I just finished with Scorpio's reading. Some of you may have some Scorpio placements, but anyway, Sagittarius. Ooh. First of all, you have here this card that just jumped out of the deck. I'll talk about that in a minute. Sagittarius, this is very important. This reading is very important. I'm going to tell you why. You are a mutable sign. And guess what? This lunar eclipse that's happening on August 28th is happening in Pisces, which is also a mutable sign. So, Sagittarius, if you have Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini, anywhere else on your astrological natal chart, this lunar eclipse, you may feel a lot of its energy. Now, we're going to talk about what things are going to be changing, all right? What you're going to see, feel, or possibly experience, what changes are going to come after that lunar eclipse. So this card that just jumped out of the deck says, the one who ignites. Oh, I'm sorry. The one who instigates. But it's so funny because I saw it as ignites. All right. The one who instigates. This is a card or an energy that focuses on leadership and power. I'm so sorry. There we go. Leadership and power. So the message that's coming through here for you, Sagittarius, is one where you are going to feel very present in your fire element. All right. You are a fire sign, obviously. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you're fire sign. There's this sense of you expanding yourself, and I'm getting like leadership. I'm getting like promotion. I'm getting like really allowing yourself to show your abilities, your skills, you're not holding back. You're no longer holding back, especially in those areas where you may not have felt as strong or as confident in. It's as if this energy here with the one who instigates, or like I was, for whatever reason, I was seeing the one who ignites. There's this sense of like ignited or reignited passion coming in through for you after this lunar eclipse. It's like, especially if the spark has been a little bit lackluster, or you've been feeling a little bit kind of like not at 100%, this is coming across as there's this like boost of energy, or this kind of like reignited passion, or this sense of like, I know exactly movement wise what I want, or in which direction I want to move towards or do. I'm getting like this very deep energy here of inspired action. And I'm not saying that this wasn't something that you were feeling before, because chances are for some of you, it's like you haven't, you've always been this way, or you've always felt this way, right? Or you've been feeling pretty positive. No, Ace, I'm busy, baby. You've been feeling very positive here. But this is kind of like, leveling up sort of way. So expanding, maybe even here for some of you, it's like planning a trip, traveling, relocation. I'm getting here also here for you, Sagittarius. I'm feeling like relocation. That relocation could be city, town, state, country. That could be in your career. It could be in your place of residence. It could be a reignited passion about something that you left in the back burner before. And now you're like, listen, I know exactly what I want to do and how I want to exert and show or showcase my skills, abilities, and so forth. That's how this is coming through. Now, I do want to talk about two things. I do see a snake here. I have two messages. For some of you, I'm picking up, you're going to change who you are around. You're no longer allowing yourself to be with energy vampires or people who are not elevating or rooting for you. You may have some people in the background who may be jealous, who you think are on, rooting for you or are team you. Listen to your intuition, okay, Sagittarius? Because I feel who this person, people, or this environment may be talking about here for you. And I feel that this change that you may see, feel, or experience is you no longer being part of this energy or being around these people. And there may be possibly here, maybe even during this lunar eclipse or a couple days before or a couple days after, where there may be a disagreement here or some sense of gossip or rumors that you may be aware about or that you may confront someone about. All right, there may be something may fall on your ear, and it's going to give you the sign, symbol, synchronicity that you've been waiting for in order to say, that's it, I'm no longer dealing with this person anymore. Okay, now that sounds like a lot of drama there, but this is actually very positive, because remember, we're looking at the changes that you may feel, experience, or see after the lunar eclipse. So I do feel that there's going to be this sense of you shedding what no longer serves you, whether it's patterns of behavior, whether it's giving multiple chances, whether it's dealing with people that you feel kind of shady about, or that they've been showing you that they're a little bit shady. There's this energy here where you're just going to be like, nope, I'm putting my foot down. And if it means like relocating or moving, whether it's like physically moving away from a situation or energetically being unavailable to people who drain your energy, I'm getting the sense of like, I'm leaving the premises, I'm leaving the surrounding, I'm leaving the person, I'm leaving the energy behind, and I'm just like moving forward. I'm looking for moving up, climbing up the ladder of success. There may be a possible promotion. And for those of you that may get a promotion or a better job or more money or something like very positive, lucrative, something that looks like people can see that there's a change, there are going to be people here who are a little bit jealous. Okay. That's how that's coming through. That was a lot there in Sagittarius. But I'm saying this is like, you're no longer, yeah, there's this like, you may be, some of you are like placing yourself in kind of like promotion. It's like whether it's a promotion of like manager, supervisor, CEO, COO, like a higher, I'm getting like you've leveled up, and that could be in career. It doesn't have to though, but it could be in career. But I'm getting a leveling up that other people are going to be like, oh, look at Sagittarius. You know what I mean? But it's going to be real good for you. It's just may not be good for those people who are jealous of you, because I feel like you're going to go clip. You're going to say goodbye to those people, situations, or environments. Well, let's see what else is coming through here for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you felt some sort of value in these readings that I've been giving here on the channel. So guess what? You got the King of Pentacles. And what does the King of Pentacles say there? I'm going to bring it closer. Trust. Didn't I say shady energy? I was picking up shady energy. So there you go. You may have even trusted people with money before, and they've kind of double crossed you, or they have, shown like they're not going to pay you back, or they've been acting kind of weird or shady. This, or anything that that you've worked hard and you're like moving up, like I said, whether it's you earning more money, whether it's you being in a leadership position. Now, money or pentacle doesn't have to be tangible. It could be something of value. For example, a better relationship. You are getting more opportunities. You have, your charisma is calling in or attracting this new energy or new opportunities or new people or leveling up. And like I said, I'm feeling that there are some people in the background, they're jealous, but we're not paying attention to them. I'm just bringing it up because if you've been feeling, or you may experience this energy after the lunar eclipse, you may say to yourself, am I going crazy, or am I reading this correctly? If you're saying to yourself, am I reading this energy that I'm picking up about that person correctly? Yeah, you are. Okay, yes, you are, because your intuition is going to be on point. King of Pentacles energy, you're going to be more stable. There's a sense of maturity, your hard work, your responsible nature, your ability to be patient, consistent, and placing consistent effort in something is going to pay off. So trust that your hard work is going to reap the rewards for you here. Yes, there may be some people in the background who may be jealous, but so what? Forget about that. Just know that keep an eye out for that, but know that your hard work is going to pay off here in some way, shape, or form. Trust your intuition. Trust that your hard work is going to pay off. And I'm also getting here other areas of your life. Now, remember, the King of Pentacles energy, not only is the King of Pentacles a hard worker and one that, in a way, reaps the rewards of all the riches because of his hard work, but also one who is loyal. So loyalty to you is super important. And your definition of loyalty may change, especially in a situation, circumstance, or event where someone has shown you that they are deceitful or that they are a little bit shady. All right. So there we go. That's what I'm picking up. Let's see what else is coming through for you here, Sagittarius. What other changes you may be experiencing here? You have the Ten of Wands. Yes, you are releasing the burdens that no longer serve you. Ten of Wands energy. If you've been feeling burnt out, you're going to do, say, or figure something out where you're going to allow yourself to, like I said here, place yourself in a position of power. So either stand in your power or reignite your passion and your sense of confidence and your charisma here. Ten of Wands is, especially if you've been taken for granted, all right, with this energy here of the snake. People have taken you for granted. People have seen you work hard and maybe are not giving you the compensation that you deserve. And so, like I said at the top of the reading, I'm feeling here that there's this change of you literally changing your location of work, of your home address, your residence, maybe state, country. Remember this, like for some physical, like I'm moving from here and I'm physically moving over there. For others of you is you're moving up, you're climbing the ladder of success. So this beautiful change after the lunar eclipse is going to be one that you're no longer going to feel like you're struggling with something. It's going to feel more seamless, more like, I've got this. I know I'm okay. I know I'm going to be okay. All right. So here with the 10 of Wands energy, you're no longer going to keep saying yes, yes, yes to everything. You're going to put some sort of stop, especially for people who have broken your circle of trust. You're gonna really shift those connections, energies, and maybe even here environments. That's all that I have here for you, Sagittarius. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share. Subscribe to the channel if you have found some value in these messages. That being said, Sagittarius, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Up next, we have Capricorn. Capricorn, you are up next. But first, those of you who are joining me here on this live, I want to say thank you for your love, your loyalty, and support. Thank you for stopping by and for saying hello. If you're here and you're a subscriber, say hello. Actually, this stays here. This one is the one that goes over here. And Sagittarius, we are done with your reading. Next up, we have Capricorn. Now, for those of you who are here, Capricorn is going to be next, followed by Aquarius and then Pisces, okay? So, that being said, let me write Capricorn. Let me write Capricorn in the description box. Keep saying description box. In the chat. All right, Capricorn. All right, there we go. Hello, Capricorn, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Capricorn sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Capricorn in other placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today, Capricorn, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the upcoming lunar eclipse, which will be occurring on August 28th in Pisces. And as you know, the lunar eclipse brings a lot of powerful energies connecting to endings, revelations, emotional shifts, and or new beginnings. And so this reading here, Capricorn, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what changes you may see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse. Okay, so that being said, first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, and take a look down below in the description box. That being said, Capricorn, let's take a look at what changes you may see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse, which will occur on August 28th. So let's see what's coming through here for you. And you have the one who surrenders. So I'm taking the one that I can see. And by the way, you have the one who frees. So there's this sense of liberation here. The one who surrenders and liberates themselves from things from the past, situations, circumstances, events, worries, okay? The one who surrenders says chains, bonds, and release. Very interesting, because right behind that card, you also had freedom. Now, this person here in the illustration is holding what looks like a letter to their chest. And if you look down below here, you see that there's a chain. So this is symbolic here of something, someone, or a situation that you've been feeling or have felt in the past or recent past that you haven't been able to change, that you haven't been able to let go of, whether consciously or subconsciously or unconsciously. Chains and bondage are perhaps worries, concerns, limited beliefs, scarcity mindset, being very worried about something here, Capricorn. And I feel that the one who surrenders is coming in this energy here for you, Capricorn, where this change that you're going to see, possibly see, feel, or experience, you're going to let go whatever has been holding you back, whether it's been a limited belief, whether it's been your insecurities, whether it's been kind of like you feeling like you've been wanting to get out of something, and it's just like if it's not one thing, it's another. You kind of like there's a reset here for you. Now, this change that you may see, feel, or experience has a lot to do with you choosing to let go or choosing to surrender, because as they say, the more you resist something, the more it might persist. So there may be a shift or change that will be necessary on your part, which I feel it's going to be easier for you to do once the lunar eclipse happens, where you're going to feel more at ease, where you're going to liberate yourself, whether it's because you're consciously making a decision, whether it's because you have reset your mindset here in something, or there could be a just energetic new cycle coming in for you where you no longer see, feel, or experience this energy of being held back or being weighed down. So very, very positive message here in regards to that. I feel that you're going to break free. Now, what's interesting is right behind this card, I'm sorry, I think I shuffled it. But you saw that it said free. Oh, wait, hold on. Where is it? Okay, there it is. This was the card that was right behind it. Give me a second here, Capricorn. All right. So I want to see here. It says liberation, unrestrained, and freedom. Yeah, I mean, literally two cards that are talking about liberation, freedom, letting something go, releasing, surrendering. So, yeah, it feels like this is a very positive change that may be coming in your direction after the lunar eclipse, where you may feel less weighed down, less boggled down by a situation, circumstance, event, person, or energy here. Yeah, you may even make a choice here. You may even kind of like make a choice to release the dead weight here. Now, the dead weight could be here symbolic. The dead weight for some of you may be, you know, a situation, a circumstance. I didn't see that. It flipped over, but I wasn't able to see it. It may be a situation, a circumstance, an event. Maybe, feeling like a financial constraint. For others of you here, it may be a person, it may be a relationship. Again, this is a collective reading, but whatever it is that you let go, you're going to allow yourself to surrender to the unfolding of a positive new outlook or a new shift or change, a new beginning. Let's see what else is coming through here for you, Capricorn. And we have here the Seven of Wands. Endurance, persistence is going to be super important here. You're going to feel this energetic shift, or maybe even this physical, emotional, mental shift of some sort, where the Seven of Wands is an energy where you are going to feel more grounded or firm. You're going to stand in your power. You're going to hold your ground in something that you feel very much inspired or determined to, in a way, not change your perspective on. Not because you're being stubborn, but because you feel that it benefits a situation, or that you see something from a very different angle. And the way that you're seeing this angle can be beneficial here in allowing you to release maybe even the pressures of other people or the viewpoints of other people. Now, if you take a look at the Seven of Wands in the traditional deck, you will see that it's a person with a wand, kind of like shifting, or pushing aside the six wands that are coming in their direction. And what's interesting about that illustration of the Seven of Wands is that the person has a really good vantage point. So although all these wands are coming in their direction, because they are at a mound or on a hill, these wands can't get to the person. It can't reach them. So this may be a symbolic situation, circumstance, or event. Those six wands may be very symbolic here of things that you've been feeling like it's over, you know, um, you know, becoming too burdensome for you, where you're feeling like if it's not one thing, it's another. And the shift that is going on, or that may occur here, is you saying to yourself, you know what, I'm going to position myself in a way where I have a better vantage point, where I'm able to stand my ground and be able to deflect all the people, situation, circumstance, comments, rumors, gossip, whatever it may be here for you, and kind of deflect that energy. Now, in order to stand your ground, there needs to be a sense of endurance. So you have to have the stamina and the endurance to withhold that energy of like, no, I'm not going to cave in, because I really do feel that this is best, or that whatever this may be. Because remember, this is a collective reading. So your endurance, your stamina of holding your ground in something that you truly feel is worth the fight or is worth you persevering, you may see some beautiful outcome in that sense of perseverance or endurance. Okay. Now the Eight of Swords. Okay. Eight of Swords just popped up out of the deck. And this one as well. And let's see. Page of Swords. Okay, so you have the Eight of Swords and the Page of Swords. Eight of Swords, you're going to let go of the self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. You're going to let go of looking at the downside of something. You're going to let go of feeling trapped or feeling bind or constraint, like this chain that I mentioned earlier, of being bounded to something that no longer serves you. Now here with the Eight of Swords, it says feeling trapped, blinded by the truth or self-limiting beliefs. And that may be what you may break the chains of. You're going to break the chains of feeling trapped, break the chains of your self-limited beliefs and the illusions or the stories or the excuses that you have been creating so that you can actually move forward in something and feel more passionate about it. Remember, the Seven of Wands energy, somebody doesn't give up here. There's an energy here of like, I'm not going to give up because I am inspired by the motivation, the determination, and my internal intrinsic ambition to want to move in this direction or really make something happen. And this could be creatively. This could be also, if it's not creative, it could be in your career. So there's this energy of like you getting out of your own way with the Eight of Swords energy and allowing yourself to embrace new ideas, new opportunities. Okay. Page of Swords says curious. You may have a level of curiosity that may be opening up for you. Okay. Which allows you to let go of your self-limited beliefs. All right. Which allows you to see something clearly. Page of Swords says here, clever, chatty, new ideas, reasoning, voice, learn about. And you may learn about new ideas, new opinions, new ways of looking at something. Pages is the beginner mindset. So it's the novice energy. So you may be more open to seeing something from a different point of view or different perspective, letting go of the stubbornness and allowing yourself to surrender, all right, to where your passion, your ambition, or your drive may be moving you towards. Okay. With the Seven of Wands energy, again, holding your ground and accepting the new change or the new idea. All right. It's no longer going to be all talk and no action. There's going to be some sort of you putting action into something and no longer allowing your sense of self-doubt or uncertainty or apprehension in something to stop you from leaving either a situation, a circumstance, event, or a mindset or a perspective so that you can move forward here with a sense of endurance and stamina. That being said, Capricorn, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you found some value here on the channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Up next, intuitive friends, we have Aquarius. But before we jump into Aquarius's reading, intuitive friends, be sure that you have taken a look at the monthly readings. Monthly readings every month. I have new information coming through, channeling messages for all of you. So every month is something different, new energy, new important information. So if you want to be pretty much in the know in regards to what may be unfolding for you in different areas of your life, then feel free to be part of that monthly reading, whether you want to stop by when I'm doing it live here on the channel, or if you see it when, hold on a second, I'm multitasking here. If you see it after the live stream, okay? All right, intuitive friends, up next we have Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are in Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or in Aquarius and other placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. In Aquarius today, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the upcoming lunar eclipse, which will be occurring on August 28th in Pisces. And it's going to bring a lot of powerful energy, focusing on endings, revelations, emotional shifts, even here, perhaps new beginnings. And in this reading here, Aquarius, what I'll be channeling is messages focusing on the changes that you may see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse. But first, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my links are down below. Aquarius, let's take a look here at what changes you may possibly feel, see, or experience after this lunar eclipse that will be occurring on August 28th in Pisces. And by the way, Aquarius, if you have other placements on your astrological natal chart, and those placements are Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini, which are all mutable signs, then it's super important for you to pay attention to this reading, because mutable signs will be feeling this shift a little bit more. That is because this lunar eclipse is occurring in Pisces. Okay, so that being said, let's take a look at the possible changes that you may be seeing, experiencing, or feeling here after the lunar eclipse. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's coming through for you. And we have here the one who divines. Interesting. There may be a shift here or a change in how you approach or how you listen or trust your gut level feeling or your clairs. Okay, what do I mean by that? Some of you are or may potentially be clairvoyant, claircognizance, clairsentience. You may have your clairs. There's an inner knowing in regards to your six senses. Some of you may see in your mind's eye or feel it in your gut level feeling. Others of you may have a flash of just knowing that you know something, even though you don't have tangible proof. Others of you may call it hunches. Others of you may call it intuition. Others of you are gut level feelings. But whatever it is, the one who divines is about future choices and judgment. And I feel here that there may be a possible choice that is coming up after the lunar eclipse, where you're going to have to either see, experience, or feel, and you making a choice, but relying on your six senses. Now, your six senses could be, like I said, clairvoyancy, clairsentience, claircognizance. All right. It could be mediumship ability. I don't know. For some of you, again, take it as it may resonate. For others of you, there may be a source of divination or divination tools, such as tarot. For others of you, it may be casting, charm casting. For others of you, it may be the runes, the oracle runes. Okay. Um, but whatever this is, and for some of you, it just may be like literally your religious beliefs or prayers. Because if you take a look at that, I don't know if you could see it here, that right there, right where my finger is a saint there. It's like a medallion of a saint. So for some of you, you may get a spiritual awakening or some sort of confirmation through sign, symbol, synchronicities. For others of you, you may feel like your prayers have been answered. So again, this sense of you connecting with your sixth senses, or for others of you, leaning more into your spirituality or leaning into your religious beliefs, there may be a change here of some sort of awakening, or this sense here of a transformation where you're going to trust, believe, or allow yourself to be more open to receiving messages or being able to connect here. Now, listen carefully, because I'm already picking this energy up. You should not be using Ouija boards. Okay, that is not what we're talking about here. So just want to mention, because I got that like very intensely, not Ouija boards, not anything that's like opening portals or stuff like that. All right. But again, it could be, your intuition. It could be you just going into a meditative state. It could be you listening to your dreams. It could be you being more open to your intuition or trusting it a little bit more than the usual. So that's the type of change that I'm picking up here. I'm also feeling here that your judgment, something that you're going to be able to kind of make up your mind or make some sort of, I don't know, I'm getting like a claim, or that you'll like choose, or I'm getting, yeah, it's like, it's funny because I said judgment. I'm seeing the judgment card and tarot. There may be an awakening that's coming up. There may be an epiphany here. And that could be the change that may be unfolding for you after the lunar eclipse. Your ability to see something from a very different perspective, one that you weren't even thinking about, or one that you were like, oh, I will never, X, Y, and Z. But like for some of you, it's like, oh, I'm not, you're like not as reliant on faith. Maybe your faith has lessened in something, and there may be a change, a shift that may be coming up that you're going to see, feel, or experience, where your faith may be restored. Maybe your faith in yourself, maybe your faith in the things that you can't see or touch, maybe the faith of you trusting your intuition. But that's the energy that I'm picking up here. Let's see what else is coming through for you here, Aquarius. What change you may see, feel, or experience here after the lunar eclipse. And you have here the Four Swords, recovery. All right, hold on one second here. There we go. Now you're going to be, I don't, there we go. You have recovery. Okay. So let me see. It keeps flipping here. I'm so sorry here. All right, there we go. Recovery. You may recover or feel like you need to take a pause here. Now, what's interesting is that I talked about that meditative state. And for some of you here, you may change your perception about your religious beliefs. If you were far from it, I feel that there's something about faith coming in. For others of you, you're going to either pray more or meditate more. Because the Four of Swords is feeling burnt out to the point where you say to yourself, I need a mental break. I need a mental break. I need an emotional break. I need to not argue, not talk about, not mention, not think about, not stress about something that has been painful, difficult, or emotionally or mentally taxing. And so the Four of Swords is literally taking a break from that situation, circumstance, event, that choice, or whatever has been stressing you out. And the change that may be coming towards you, whether you may see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse, is the shift of transformation in your faith about something or in yourself. There could be a sense of realization here of an aha moment, seeing something from a different way, needing to put something on pause so that you can gain clarity. So it's like taking a time out with this recovery, whether that's a physical time out, meaning you literally need to physically rest. For others of you, an emotional time out where you're just like, okay, let me just take a break, or energetically, or maybe even mentally, like you're thinking about something way so much that it's time for you to take a break on something here. You may even want a break from someone or something. So that is also coming through. But this change that you may see, look at that, the Death card popped out. This change that you may see, feel, or experience is you putting perhaps your foot down and ending or allowing yourself to let go of something that needs to be let go, whether it's something or whether it's someone. You're no longer going to be resistant in a change or in something that has been kind of like moving in the direction of its ending. You may be more open to either taking a break or more open to saying, all right, after I take a break, I have realized that I need to pull away or make a choice because that either situation, circumstance, or event is no longer benefiting, or it's no longer allowing me to grow. It's only bringing a lot of stress, a lot of tears, and a lot of anxiety. So, this change that you may see, feel, or experience could be a shift or a change where you make your mind up in saying that's it, ending a cycle or ending a connection or ending a situation here. Whatever this is going to be out of your control, because it's kind of like, you know, that saying that it's like the last straw that broke the camel's back. And that may be that type of situation here. And you being this person here symbolically, it says future. You've been seeing this kind of unravel in this way for quite some time. And maybe you've been very hesitant in making a choice or making, because remember, it says choice there, making a choice or selecting an option here. And there may be an aha moment after you just take time to give yourself a break from something here, and you may choose, or it says here, new beginnings, transformation, powerful movement. Yeah, it's like there's going to be an ending of a cycle here. You're going to choose to end something here. You're going to choose to end a connection. You may choose to shift gears. Okay. There may be the sense here of like, I feel very burnt out. Let me take a break. Let me take a trip. Let me take a step back. And whatever it is, this break is going to help you be able to see the transformation that needs to happen in order for you to choose better, choose wisely, or see something from another perspective with this judgment. Aquarius, that's all that I have here for you. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And don't forget, intuitive friends, take a look at your monthly readings in the monthly readings playlist. Up next, we have our last and final our astrological sign, and that, of course, is Pisces. All right, intuitive friends, give me 2 seconds here. All right, let me write Pisces. Ace. Shh. Quiet. Ace, come. Ace, come. Ace, come. Drink. All right, intuitive friends, let us begin with Pisces. Hello, Pisces, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Pisces sun, moon, rising Venus, or any other important placements on your astrological natal chart, Pisces, then these messages are for you. Pisces, today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the upcoming lunar eclipse that's happening on August 28th in the sign of Pisces, your sign. So pay attention. There could be a lot of important information coming through here for you, of course, for entertainment purposes only. But that being said, the upcoming lunar eclipse on August 28th in your astrological sign is going to bring a lot of powerful energies, focusing on endings, revelations, emotional shifts, and new beginnings. Now, this reading here, Pisces, I'm going to be focusing on what possible changes you may see, feel, or experience after the lunar eclipse. That being said, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box. Now, Pisces, if you have other placements on your astrological natal chart, and those placements are Virgo, Sagittarius, or Gemini, pay attention, because Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini, along with you, Pisces, are mutable signs. And this lunar eclipse is happening in I'm sorry. Ace just went and grabbed his toy that I put on the table, and he's like, hopefully he won't ask me to PLAY with him. I don't even want to say the word, but I'm sorry here, Pisces. But yeah, the changes after, what changes you may see, feel, or experience after this lunar eclipse here, okay? So if you have other placements that are of mutable signs, guess what? You may feel this intensity here. But remember, we're talking about what changes are going to happen after the lunar eclipse, and we're talking about positive changes, which is the reason why I have the Wheel of Fortune here. Remember, the Wheel of Fortune is the energy of expansion, good luck and expansion. So let's see what positive changes you may be feeling, seeing, or experiencing here. And you have the one who sees. Interesting. You have the one who sees, and you also have what looks like this energy of a lion. So this person is wearing a lion headdress, or a lion headdress here. So even though you may be Pisces, there may be some placements here on your astrological natal chart that could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, because I'm feeling fire here with this card. But the card that you have here says the one who sees, observe, perceive, and scrutinize. You're going to be able to see something clearly. So what changes you may possibly experience, feel, see, or experience after the lunar eclipse? The wool is going to be swept from your eyes symbolically. You're going to be able to see something clearly, maybe even tap into your internal confidence, believing in yourself. Okay. Lion energy, Leo energy, your sense of confidence may increase, your ability to allow yourself to be more open, to be more charismatic, to be more confident, to be more of to be in this more proactive energy. I'm also getting quiet confidence as well. All right. So you don't have to be loud. You don't have to, say anything. Just your presence alone here, Pisces, is coming across as the sense of confident, but doing so in a quiet way. I feel that you're going to be able to see, observe, and analyze something of importance here. It could be an area of your life, or it could be connected to an environment, a person, or a situation. But whatever it is, you're going to be able to see something a whole lot clearer, whether it's see, feel, or experience. And after this lunar eclipse, it's one or two things. Either you're going to make a decision or move towards whatever it is that you've been observing, figuring out, okay, and, analyzing for a while, or you're going to wait a little bit longer until something becomes clearer for you. All right. And then and only then will you, quote unquote, pounce like lions do, right? Pounce on that opportunity or that, kind of like solution or maybe even resolution here. All right. Of course, I have more messages coming through here for you, but this is pretty much that overarching energy. Let's get more details here in connection here to the one who sees. You may be seeing something physically, all right? Or you may be seeing something intuitively. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the sun rules Leo, and the sun is yellow and round, and so is the solar plexus energy, which is very much connected to self-confidence and gut level feeling. So I do feel here that this could be something physically that you see or something that you feel like an inner knowing. But let's see what else is coming through here for you. Don't forget, Pisces, to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you found some value in these messages. Wow, you have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is not only partnership, But Two of Cups is being in the flow, in an emotional flow, in this giving and receiving type of energy. Now, this emotional flow could be symbolic here, meaning that this could be in something having to do with your love life, but it could also be the effortless feeling that you get between you and someone else, whether you work well together, whether it's that your strengths are this person's weakness, or this person's strengths are your weakness, and you're able to really work together. Two of Cups energy, two people who are very different from each other, but what bonds or connects them is their feelings either about each other or the same feelings about something that is super important to both of them. So there's a sense here of a common ground. So the Two of Cups, for some of you, this is talking about partnership. If you are in a partnership already, again, this could be talking about you observing, seeing something, having a conversation, shifting or moving something in a direction that creates more love and more unity in your connection. If you are single, there may be an opportunity here to meet someone. I do feel for some of you, if that's the case, this person could be either an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. They don't have to be, but they could be. And if that's the case, for some of you here, it may be very different personality than you, or they may be different in some way, shape, or form. It could be different culturally. It could be different, it may even be a person who's really not your usual type. But the Two of Cups is not about the differences. The focus on the two people here, you single Pisces, and the other person, is about what you feel you have in common. All right, so this is not a singles reading, but I do need to mention, for those of you who are couples, again, I feel that there's more of a connection and more bond here. All right. And then though, for those of you that are single, this is coming across as, again, being able to be more open to someone who is a little bit different than your usual type. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Now, if we're looking at this from an angle of work or career, you may find that you and your staff, or you and your co-workers, are getting along a little bit better. So there could be a change or a shift in working together with others, allowing yourself to be more open, okay, to common ground energy. All right. And here with observe, with the one who sees, there may be something that you will see a little bit clearer while you work in collaboration with someone else. So it's like, the saying that says two heads are better than one. So there could be something that you've been analyzing or seeing, or, and, you gaining an opportunity to work with someone else and kind of sharing ideas here. Okay, so it's like I'm getting two heads are better than one, especially with the fact that in this card here, there is a person who's wearing literally a lion headdress here. And that is confidence. That is being proactive. That is yang energy, the king of the jungle, the queen of the jungle. Okay, so there is this kind of energy here of you seeing something for what it is and being able to make those adjustments, or seeing someone for who they truly are, even if this person thinks differently than you. There may be something underneath after you have time to observe and analyze the person, that you may have more in common with this person than you may even realize. So it's coming across as like a beneficial connection here. So there we go. All right, let's take a look at your last and final card here and see what else is coming through. And you have here Two of Swords. If confusion has been in the mix in regards to a choice, in regards to moving in a certain direction, the Two of Swords is saying here, like I said, two heads are better than one. If you are watching, looking, and assessing something, and you have or are finding it difficult to see or understand something clearly, be open. Put your pride and ego aside. And if you need help, ask for help. If you need suggestion, ask for a suggestion. Because the Two of Cups is working in a partnership. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic. This partnership could be, again, working as a team. And your strengths could be someone else's weakness. And therefore, you can co-create and work together to resolve a situation, circumstance, or event. And the other person can have their strengths and you have your weakness, and again, you learn from each other or you work better together. Two heads are better than one. So Two of Swords, if you didn't see a path after observing, assessing, maybe connecting with someone here, having a discussion and being more open to constructive criticism or to suggestions or opinions here that could help build something, okay? You may see something more clearly. You may be able to see the truth of something. Maybe even here get out of some type of analysis paralysis, especially here with the fact that you have the Two of Swords. Now, if you are at a crossroads, again, if you're not sure which way to go or figure something out here, there seems to be this energy here where the change that you may see, feel, or experience is allowing yourself to be more open to accepting support or accepting help, pushing your ego or pride aside to either, and for some of you, it's like reconciling here with someone, which is very interesting because I'm not seeing cards here about reconciliation, but I definitely feel here, especially if there's been this kind of like not being on the same page in something here, or avoiding having a conversation where truth is told and truth is seen. There is this opportunity here that there may be some changes in the manner in which you kind of move forward towards something here in regards to reconciliation or accepting an apology or asking for an apology. Again, I keep getting this message here. Don't let ego or pride get in the way. Don't let your stubbornness get in the way here of a possible opportunity to work well with someone else and you kind of be stuck in your ways. Okay. So Pisces, that's all that I have here for you. I hope these messages have been insightful. If you have found if you have found some value in these messages, be sure to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Take care, and I'll see you next time.